guys, so I am quite excited to do this video because it was requested today and I had already been filming other videos, so I thought I would add this one into the mix as well. And actually I think it will be really helpful for some of you. So that is my 14-second intro. So I wanted to come up with 10 MAC products that you could basically do your entire face with. So I wasn't going to do like 5 of my favourite MAC foundations and then 1 eyeshadow. So I've basically picked 10 MAC, for me, 10 MAC essential items that I can do my entire face with. And so if you were just to go out and get 10 things, you could literally do a whole night's look and be ready to go. So these are my favourite MAC items. Within reason, I've got so many MAC favourite like different eyeshadows, but I didn't want to name like 10 different eyeshadows. So the first thing I have is my Studio Fix Fluid in NW35. I sort of go between NW35 and NC42 just depending on the weather. Because I went on holiday a few months ago, my tan hasn't gone completely, so I still have a little bit of a tan left. So I tend to use the NW35 when I'm slightly tanned, and I go up to an NW40 when I'm really tanned. And then in the winter when it's freezing, I actually go down to an NC42. So at the moment I am using the NW35. This is like a proper full coverage buildable foundation. So if you just put one layer and you mix it in with some strobe liquid, you can make it kind of sheer if you've got good skin. But if you've got skin like mine and you do need the coverage, I would say you can actually put another layer of this on and it becomes like a full coverage foundation. I absolutely love this because you can purchase a pump separately and it's got a little lock so that you can make sure it doesn't like leak in your bag. I absolutely love these. The only thing I don't really like about these is the smell, but I think the MAC Studio Fix Fluid is definitely by far my favourite foundation in the entire world. So the next thing you do, obviously once you've put your foundation on, you need concealer. So the MAC concealer, which I use absolutely without fail every single day, is my Studio Finish. This is the NC42 that I would usually use on blemishes like in the winter, but actually at the moment for highlighting I'm using an NW30. So this is like slightly too light for me, but I wanted to include this. If you're going to get a concealer, I would definitely, again, if you've got skin like mine that's combination oily and just you have a few blemishes and things that you want to cover up, I would definitely go for the MAC Studio Finish concealer because I absolutely love this, and it's buildable. Again, it's quite thick so you can cover up larger areas as well, and I just think it's fantastic. And this is the thing that I keep repurchasing from MAC. So it's my foundation and my concealers. I keep repurchasing these two, and I don't think so far any foundation or concealer have come close to like what I want. So these two are like great. Once you've done that, you're going to want to set everything with a powder. So the powder I absolutely love, which has a little bit of colour to it, is the Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural. So sorry. This is actually medium plus because the medium, I've got 2. I've got a medium plus, which I think I've finished. No, medium plus, which is this one, and then I had a different one, which was slightly darker, which I have finished I think ages and ages and ages ago. So I absolutely love the Mineralized Skin Finishes by MAC in the naturals because they give you a little bit of coverage, plus you know it just stops you getting a little bit oily during the day. If you do get a little bit oily, you can just get a brush out, swirl this on your face, and then you're like good to go for the rest of the day. So I really do enjoy using these skin finishes because they are great and they come in a range of different colours as well. Some people I know use these and by themselves, like just with a bit of concealer, and if you've got good skin you can do that because it does have a little bit of coverage. But I need to use this more as a setting powder because my face is just really bad and really oily and stuff. So that is what I do once I need to set my foundation. So the next thing I would do is put some blusher on. So I absolutely love the Bronzing MAC powder. I have Refined Deeper Bronze, which I actually saw on a YouTube channel like years ago and then had to purchase it myself. I've obviously hit pan because I do use it pretty much every single day. It's got little glitter particles in it, but I promise you when you put it on your face it does not show up at all. But I just think this is a really, really gorgeous like bronzy colour. Am I using it today? No, I don't think I'm using it today. I actually think I used an eyeshadow to contour today. So yeah, I'm using this as an everyday bronzer, which I absolutely love. I'm not entirely sure whether I would need to repurchase it just yet because I've got lots of other bronzers that I want to use up, but eventually I will definitely come back to this anyway. And plus it's lasted me years and years and I use it pretty much every single day. So the MAC bronzers are absolutely fantastic. Once you've done your bronzer, you're going to need to apply a little bit of blusher. So I have actually picked a brush because the MAC blusher brush in the 129 is my absolute favourite blush brush to use because I sort of dab it on and then you can like blend it upwards a little bit, and I absolutely love this. It's lovely and soft. It's just the right size for like apples and then like blending backwards if you need to. You can also use this to like blend out your contour, and if you want you can actually use it as an all over like powder brush as well. So this is the only brush I've picked because that's the one that I'm obsessed with and it's the one that I use every single day. But if you're going to purchase a MAC brush then I would definitely do this, and if you wanted an eyeshadow brush I would go for the 217 because it's fantastic. But I haven't put this in my favourite like 10 products because this is one that I would pick first because everybody needs a blusher brush. So the blush that I would go for is my absolute ultimate favourite blush in the world, and it's my MAC Breath of Plum. You've seen this in lots of videos. I made a blusher video not too long ago and I definitely talked about Breath of Plum. It's a really gorgeous like pinky, mauvey, purpley colour, and I absolutely love this for every single day. So if you're looking for something that you can just use every single day for any skin tone, Breath of Plum is absolutely beautiful, and it is my favourite blusher probably of all time. It's the only ever blusher I've ever hit pan on, so I've got to be doing something with it to get that far. So the next thing you want to do after your blusher is you're going to want to do some highlighting around your face. So I mean top of the cheekbones, down the nose, on the forehead, top of the cupid's bow, and then a little bit on the chin. One of my favourites, and I don't use this very often because I kind of forget sometimes that I have it, is the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. So it's exactly like the mineralized powder that you use, but it's actually like a highlighter, and it is so pretty, and it's like a gold shimmery gorgeous highlight for the top of the cheekbones. You can also use it as like eyeshadow highlight if you want to, or like the inner corners. This is never ever gonna run out. Like look at it just sticking over the top of the thing because it's mineralized and it's baked. Like there is just so much product. I don't think I will ever hit pan on this or ever finish it. There was a time where I was obsessed with it and I was using it like basically every single day, but then I started purchasing loads more makeup and now I've got loads. But if you're looking for an all over like face highlighter or something you can use as eyeshadow, I would definitely think about picking up the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish highlighter because it's absolutely stunning, and because it's like a goldy coppery sort of colour, it's gonna suit every skin tone in the world because it is just so beautiful. So once you have done your highlighting and stuff, you might want to do a little bit of eyeshadow. I've cheated and I've just picked a whole quad because I made this up myself and I wanted these colours specifically. So in here you've got MAC's Rice Paper as a highlight, you've got Swiss Chocolate down there as like a transition colour, you've got Stars and Rockets as an all over lid colour, and then you've got Embark as just a darker crease colour, and obviously you can run it underneath your eye as well if you want a little bit more smokiness to it. So this is the quad that I chose myself. I picked all the colours because I can use this for every single day and I don't need anything, and in desperation I've done this without even using a brush and it works absolutely fine. So I'm cheating by using a quad, but these are like 4 hand-picked eyeshadows by me because this is one of those things I can take to an interview and I can touch up using all these and it's absolutely fine because it's nothing too bright, nothing too garish, and it's just really lovely. So that is my eyeshadow. And the last thing is obviously, last but not least, is the lips. So as you know, products like 9 and 10 are Plum Lip Liner by MAC, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. So it's like a really nice sort of browny purpley sort of colour, and it just is a little bit darker than my own lip colour, so for my skin tone it's absolutely ideal. And the lipstick that I would normally pair with it is Mare by MAC, which is like a pinky browny kind of colour, which I'm just going to put underneath it, and that's kind of what it looks like just above the line there. So it's definitely like a nude for my skin tone, and it's definitely like a My Lips but better sort of colour. It's a little bit lighter than my own lip colour, But for a nude for my skin tone, it is like one of my favourite lipsticks in the entire world, and it is a matte finish. So those are my top 10 favourite MAC absolute essentials, that if I could go to MAC and I could only buy 10 things again and I had no MAC products, these are the ones that I would want to repurchase first. Number one, because I can do my whole face with it, and number two, because they are really, really, really good quality products. So if you have any more questions about my MAC stuff, then please ask me, because I do have MAC palettes and I do have loads and loads and loads of eyeshadows. I do have more blushes. I do have loads of lipsticks. I don't want to do my whole collection because I find it really boring to like show everything. I don't watch makeup collection videos that often because I find them really boring to watch. So that's probably why I haven't made one for a really long time, but I'm thinking if you guys really want to see it, then I might have to do a bit of tidying and then show you what I've got. So those are my top 10 MAC essential items that I would buy. I really hope this was helpful, and thank you so much to the person that requested this, because I am filming on the day that I read your Instagram message. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely day.